Once you sit right here. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Mama. Okay, scoring clips.
I need to fix
You need to. Yes, you need to. Not bring it.
I'll make it so. You might have to turn off the noise.
Doing the painting first.
Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna make this. Right. We'll get in 5 minutes, okay?
That's so you can, that's nice.
So that you can
You
get
can, yeah, little tiny things you can paint.
like
I'm gonna use some paper towel.
I use bleach.
Say,
I don't paint.
If you have old brush, you can use an old brush too.
here's paper towels if you need them.
So if you need newspaper, something to put the base on so you will not color the table, is fine. I'm using a parent sticker.
Stop, we don't have our stuff.
You don't have what?
We can hear you now.
Yes, okay.
We don't have our thing.
Oh,
Yes,
yes, we're missing our
thing. But we have everything else.
We have everything. We got other things. It's okay. We just have other things.
Oh, and I got something. I've got a tool.
Okay, that's good.
For the other project. Joy, I had a bite in my hand.
Then we got things. You use these, okay? And the other ones.
Yeah, if you have a ruler, if you have a ruler, get a ruler too, okay?
I got a ruler.
Good. We didn't get them quite dirty, so get ready a rag, a little bit of water, a wet rag, slightly damp, so they can wipe your hands off the paint. I'm going to get my rag. I'm getting my rag. I'm back. Okay, 3 more minutes and then we'll start. We'll start in 3 minutes.
Should I build that side?
Honey, can you get me A4 paper?
I'm gonna go to my dad. Bye.
See ya. Yeah, I'm getting it. I get paper as well. You have paper too, right? Any paper or cardboard will do. Okay, what I did is for the moon, for the moon, what I did was I get a circular item. So you can use the circle inside here to draw on the paper if you want to. That's creating a moon. Right?
Don't
Yeah.
have a pencil.
Pencil or pen, whichever works.
See what she's doing.
Yeah. Then just cut it out. Cut out your moon. Okay, the moon we're using the middle of the tape. Just put in the middle and draw the middle. If you have a EduSafe film, like a book wrapper, you can use that too. Or sticker that is that size, you can use it too. And then this circle is about 3.7. If you want a bigger circle, go ahead. You can go up to about 9 cm or 10 cm or circle wise.
I did not do it.
It was good.
This is over.
Where's your pencil?
There. Mommy, what's that? No, I have
Paper.
we
John,
have paper.
John,
Yeah.
are we doing a solar system or what?
I know we are doing the paint.
Look, you can trace this to make a circle.
Yeah, you can use the middle here to
There
trace
is a
circle. You can use the
tracer.
outside too if you want it bigger, like you want such a big moon, or you want a smaller moon. Or you want something in between, you can get anything like a cover, like snack cover, which is
show
half
it
the
on my
size of
video.
everything. It can be that size too. So you can use,
I'm
you can use any size.
And I think you're gonna take it off afterwards. Just using it for the art.
Yeah.
And then
Sorry, may I
put
know
ours
what
on the-
what is it that we're painting today?
Now we are trying to create something like this.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
wondering.
So now they are preparing the moon. So circle can be any size, but not too small. So this is smaller. This is slightly bigger, and you can have a bigger one like this. But I suggest nothing more than about 9 cm in diameter. Because if it's way too big, you have no space to paint the rest of the stuff.
doing this.
And then you have a tape. You can use a tape to tape it down on the inside, okay?
Give me tape.
You can get a tape. If you're a double-sided tape, you can use it. If
Asking
not,
is to put
a
the
normal,
tape down.
a normal one is fine too.
You want to do it? You can do it.
I don't know.
Okay, so all you can do is you can stick it in the back, and then you can stick it down. There. Slightly high because we are going to have some ground here. So we're
I
going to
need
have
some help.
the moon here, and then we have the moon here. So maybe about
Taking.
how far down? About an inch down, slightly more than an inch. About 3 cm down I use. But it can be anywhere, it can be middle.
Oh,
If
I
you,
know how to do double-sided.
now, if you want your moon to be on the side, you can move your moon to the corner. It's fine too. So in that, okay, I'm going to just draw lines on it so you can see better.
Oh, I want to put it in back. Yeah. Auntie John,
Yes?
did you know what I'm wearing?
What are you wearing? Oh, the mask, face mask.
Yeah, it's a children.
A trio. Okay, so say I repeat that your moon can be smaller or bigger. So you can choose to put in the middle. It's bigger. Yes, hang on, someone's on the phone.
Hey, John.
Hello.
I tell something.
Excuse me.
You know,
My mom said 1 second.
Auntie John,
Yes.
I tell something.
What do you want to tell me?
You know, this one, my mommy's friend, that one, the chiropractor, the another girl wear the.
Because they have to wear it, right? Okay, so if you have a bigger moon, it's advisable to put in the middle. And then if you have a smaller moon, you can put it on the side. Okay? You want half a moon, then you just move to the side. But yeah, I'm going to do middle because it's easiest to make it. I'm going to stick it down to the middle, slightly on top. And you take a tape. If you measure, actually don't really need to measure. It depends on how high you want the ground to be. Okay. We're going to paint the top part first. So we're going to draw stick a line for the ground. So you decide how high up you want your ground to be, okay? So for me, I am just going to do about here.
This high, so the moon, like the, you know how high the
Yes.
high, so I just.
Yeah, see, you can see. So my sticker is just about this high. Let me see how much I use. Okay, I put about 3 cm. Okay, lesser, more. It's up to you. That one, this picture is probably higher. It's higher up than the other one. This one is slightly lower, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Ready? So you have your moon. You have your line for your ground. Have you got it yet?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to add colors.
I'll show you.
We will need black. We need dark blue. We need light blue.
We need black.
And we need purple.
Black.
Using these 4 colors, this and a little bit of white. So 5 colors.
Well, that was for the background.
So yeah, these are the 4 colors I will need for right now.
Can use any color we want, right?
But if you want a sky with a bit of
Hello, John.
okay, I'm gonna mute everyone. And when you want to talk to me, you unmute. Okay. When you need to talk to me, you unmute yourself so I can hear you properly. So ready? I'm gonna start. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get something to scoop up the color. So I'm gonna do black on this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'll turn it to your side so you can see properly. I'm going to dab some colors on the top layer here, just up here. Okay, you can see. So that's the black color. We're going to put it up here. So you just take some black and dab some black in these 3 places. Then you can wipe, you can clear it first, and then you can wipe it off. Next color, darker, we're going to use, I'm going to start with purple first. Purple, underneath a little bit, on the 2 sides.
How to open?
Then I wipe.
Over this first video.
Next color, I'm using dark blue. And I'm repeating purple again. And now I'm using dark blue again. So you can see dark blue is slightly under my moon, so I'm going to put a bit of blue in the middle as well. And I'm changing to light blue now. Light blue, middle as well.
The second pen.
And last color, I'm going to use white. Okay, so I've just finished setting up my colors. And I'm going to put it aside first and close it back until I need them. Scissors, sponge. We're going to cut the sponge into smaller pieces. So I cut a strip off it, and then I'm going to halve it as well. See that? And from there, I'm going to cut a little slant. There you go. See that? So you create a few of them, about maybe 4 or 6 of them is fine. So 2 pairs or 3 pairs are fine.
Is it like this? Hold it so she can see something.
And I see. That will do.
Like
Yeah.
that.
It can be just
Okay.
a small little, a little shallower is fine. Yeah, but it's okay because you can just use the top part, it's fine also. Okay, so when you do this, we are going to start spreading the color. I'm going to start from the bottom, okay? So the white color is in the bottom. I'm going to just brush it through.
Hold on, because we're behind.
And then it will touch onto the blue color. You can see that it goes layer by layer now.
Get it later. Let's see, she's blending the colors together.
I'm blending it in. Then I'm going upwards.
We don't.
When you reach the moon, just be mindful. Yes, hi. If you finish talking to me, you can turn off your speaker so everybody else can hear. Hold on to your moon.
Turn that off.
Okay, now we are going to the black. And I'm going to change the sponge now and blend them in a bit more. I added a slight blue to my black, but it's up to you. The colors on the sky is really up to you. If you like a bit of red, you can dab a bit of red or yellow, but I'm just keeping it to just this color. And if you want darker, then just add more black. And then if you want it a bit more purple mixed together with it, then you add a mix of blue and purple as well. It's really up to you. You can personalize your own color tone. Yeah, I'm changing the sky to a bit darker now. You want it lighter, then you change the lighter color on it and touch the second layer tone. I can add a bit of purple, it's fine. And I can layer again with blue, make it darker. Then with light blue. Then I mix it up from the bottom up again. Oops, my color messed up. It's okay because that area is for the trees too. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy what I have now. I'm okay with it already. So once you're done, you peel off the moon. I'm cleaning my hand off the black a little bit. Okay, are you ready with the top layer? Okay, good. Okay, if you are done with the top as well, we can also remove the line, the bottom line. Okay, my bottom line for me, I will like black because shadow, and I'm going to add a little of green. This step, be mindful so that you don't dirty your moon. So I'm going to put a black in the bottom. I'm going to add green. I'm going to add a bit of black again on top. Not too close to the line. In this set, you can find tools that can also help you a little bit. You can use brush to do this part, or you can just use this piece where there's a lot of little jagged lines on it. But I am going to use paintbrush for this one. Actually, I'm going to use this first, then for the paintbrush. So I'm just going to mix the color. Be careful of the line. No line. On the top part, take a paintbrush. You can dab a bit of paint from the cover so it's not too deep. And you can start drawing some grass. Just brush it up. Very short grass. And if you want your grass to be, the bottom to be not so green, then you just level up to the color that you like. Someone messaged me. Okay, so this is mine. See that? I have a pinch of little green over there that is mixed with the black. Okay, I'm going to turn off this app. Okay, no more sound. All right. Okay, so we are done with the sky. We are done with the grass. We're gonna go on and do the moon for a while first. So moon is easy. Just put white. We're gonna use brush. So wash your brush. So wash your brush. And then we're gonna use white. Remember, all this particular acrylic color, you do not have to add any more water, yeah? So we're going to add paint and paint the inside. Most important part of this moon is to make sure you line the sides nicely.
Sorry, John, we came in a bit late. How do you make your circle so round?
We cut it on a piece of paper. We use the middle of this tape. We trace it on a piece of paper and we trace it on the paper and we cut it out. Then we stick on top of it. With the moon, remember when you brush into outwards so that it will not sip underneath the piece of paper. Okay, see, my moon is not really flat as in the texture wise because I'm going to add some more colors onto it. So it's fine if you still have some colors that are not flattened and spread out nicely. Turn to the back. Okay, you'll see that there's a tip, right? Use the one that's smaller, the smaller brush and the smaller circle at the back. So I use smaller one. We're going to add texture to your moon. How do you add texture to the moon? We're going to add craters. So very, very little bit, just very little bit, just touch the top of the cover. You have some black paint already. Now I'm going to create a crater down here. I want mine to be here. And then maybe one on top a little bit here. Okay. Just one dot depth will do because it will turn gray. And I'm just going to give a texture on the side as well. And I give one more here. So you don't see much, but I'm going to show you. There. See, there are little dots on it that I've created. So what I do now is I use my brush with the white paint. I'm just going to continuously dab it and spread it out. You can see that it starts getting gray. Just, it's like slowly just dab on it. And the spots that you want the craters to be, how big you want it, how small. And texture along the side that I will like. For mine is here. So you can see, I've done mine this way. And I slowly spread out to the white one on the side. So it gets lighter. Okay, so I'm done with my moon. It has a little texture on the side, a little shadow, some craters on top. So that's my moon. Now we're gonna create stars. So what you're gonna do is, using your piece of paper, we fold it. Now the bottom should be dry. You just place it a little bit on top of your grass. So your grass is here, so you see, so I cover just maybe about this much will do. Okay. I'm going to take my brush, clean it first. I'm using a toothbrush for this one. So if you have an old toothbrush, this is the time to use it. If not, you can try using a little bit with the brush and go just sideways this way. So when you do this, you have to pull it sideways this way. But for easy wise, old toothbrush is always the easiest. I'm going to apply some colors onto my brush, my toothbrush. See, so I just put some colors on here. There you go, just like this. And then I'm going to start spraying on the top down because I would like my stars on top to be a bit bigger. So I put my thumb underneath and I spray it. So if you like more stars on top, then you spray some more on top. I'm gonna show you, there you go. Okay, see? So now I have stars. You see the white dots on top? Those are the stars. So the technique for that is you hold the brush down this way, like full grabs here, and we put a thumb on top of it. So hold this way and put your thumb up to press onto the bristles. And then you just pull it down.
Auntie John,
Yes.
you take your toothbrush and take the thumb and put on your toothbrush.
Yes, there, see? So I put my thumb, I hold it like a full grabs, and then I put my thumb up to hold onto the brush on top. Then I just pull it down with my thumb this way, and you'll create the little stars.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm done with my stars. So I'm going to do the fireflies. So now I'm reversing it this way. And this time I'm going to cover up to the black line area. Slightly above the blue is fine, because we are going to just do it here this way. Okay. And I'm going to use yellow to tell the difference of fireflies and the stars. We are going to use yellow. And clean my brush. So this time I'm putting yellow. And I'm going to do the same thing. There, now I have my fireflies.
How you do your firefly?
We do use the same techniques for the stars. We reverse it and do it on the grass by using yellow color.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mhm.
I guess submit.
Okay. Okay. The next step I'm going to do is going to be the trees, because we only left the trees, right? So you can choose the trees to be taller or shorter. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But I'm going to teach you how to do the trees. How I do the trees. It's a very easy way of doing it. So there, where is my ruler? This is where I need my ruler. Hi, ruler. I found it. So my ruler is here, right? So what I'm doing is I take my black paint. I'm applying a little bit of the black paint on, okay, so I measure how tall, okay, let's say on the paper here, right? I say I only want my trees to be this tall, so I can just do a rough measurement. Okay, this is how tall I want my tree to be. I dab some black paint on it. A very thin layer will do. You see, a very thin layer of black paint on it. And now what I do is I turn it downwards, and you know, like a stamp, you stamp it on. There, it gives you a line, a straight line. And from there, the same brush, the wide ones, you put sideways. So you drag it like a zigzag down from small to a bit wider, and then medium to wider, because the top is always going to be smaller. So like a zigzag. Not enough paint, then you add some more. But don't put too much. You can add later on if you want to. See that? You can have a skinny tree, you can have a fat tree. It's whichever shape you want it to be. So I'm going to start doing on the canvas now. So you need to measure how tall you want your tree to be too. I'm doing slightly symmetrical. So my two sides of the tree on the far end is going to be about the same height. Is about the same height. Can be slightly taller, it's fine. See, so I have two lines on the side. I'm going to add more tree trunks. If you want to, you can also use a small paintbrush to just draw the lines. Because I want my lines to be a bit translucent at the same time. Okay, see, these are my trees, my lines, my tree trunks for my trees. And I'm going to start drawing in the leaves, the branches and leaves. The smaller trees, you can use a smaller brush too. You can also dab on it. Since it's a straight line already, you can dab on it and just use the corners to make it slimmer. Pauline, I'm teaching. I'm dapping in the area that I feel that is too empty. And important to make sure that the part at the bottom of a tree doesn't have a blue line, okay? Make sure you fill it up because you cannot have floating trees down on the ground. There. So that's my trees. And if you will like some fireflies on your trees, you can add later too. Just same thing with a brush. But try not to make the fireflies too high up. So if you want to just add fireflies for the trees, you can add at the very bottom area. If not, you can just leave it like this too. Because it's far away and you cannot see the fireflies on the trees because it's far away. So that's for the painting. Done. Yeah. The one I did yesterday was darker. That is deeper in the night. And the circle and the moon is bigger too. So if you wanted a special night like blue blood moon, and then you can come up with with a bit of red on it with it as well. And I'm gonna clean my table for the paint because we are gonna do something messy again. When you are done, you can go wash your hands. Okay, then okay, let's see. Everyone's done? Not yet. Okay, we'll wait for some of them to be ready as well. When you are done, you can put it in front of the camera to show everyone. Ah, nice. Good. Good one. Very pretty. It's too close. Okay. Is that a fish? Yes, it's a fish in the moon. Okay, that's a nice one.
The rocket.
Okay, rocket. Sorry, I thought it was the direction. I thought it was.
Yeah,
a
I can
fish.
see.
Oh,
Where?
later, I show you.
Where?
I feel so bad.
Where?
This is Eisen.
Eisen.
You asked him to show you again.
What's the rocket? May I see the painting? Eisen.
Yeah, Colin asked if you can see your painting again. Ah, okay, now I can see it. Okay, since once you are done, get ready your clay. We are going to see what we're going to do today. You want to do something easy or a bit more difficult? Okay, let me screen share. Okay, so we can do something like this here. Do you all want to do elf house, or you want to do a house, or you want to do this, or like a vase? You can unmute yourself and tell me. No, nobody say anything.
I don't know what. Can you just show me back at the top?
Okay, I show you this one. You tell me which one.
Teacher. Auntie John.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Choose.
Raise.
Huh?
Auntie
Vase.
The house.
You want this house here?
Vase.
You want the vase here? The vase is it? The vase, vase.
I don't
Okay,
want the
vase
vase. No.
The vase.
Tell her that you did it.
Okay. If you want to do the house, you can do that. So I can show you the basic of it, how to do it. But we are going to go for the base down there. But it can be any design. It can be any design you want. House, we can do that. You can do that on your own. I can show you how to do the bricks and stuff. It's pretty easy. Because we do have another project is doing house as well. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing here. I'm gonna send a picture to your parents.
So this is air dry clay.
Yes, correct. It's air dry, so you don't have to bake it.
Auntie John, I want
Yeah.
house, please.
You want a house? I'm gonna send the pictures to your parents. So you can figure out what you might want to do. But I'm just going to show the basic one because the basic of doing a vase is pretty much not very easy, but it's a good one to have. All right, so we open up our pack. Okay, so I'm gonna start, just show the person how to do, I'll show you how to do the base first, okay? So it depends on how big you want the base to be. So I'm going to just do maybe 1/4 of the, for a base. You can do lesser if you want to as well. So easy, mash them, roll them together. And then into a bowl, and then you can flatten it out, okay? So for the base of a house, your base should be bigger. And then for the vase to be a bit smaller because we're going to go upwards. We're going to go vertical upwards because house is not as high. Okay, so for a house, you can decide how big you want the house to be. For a vase, we're going to do a circle, almost a circle. So house bricks are easy. So you just need to roll them into a, just like how you did your noodles or your glutinous rice ball and your bubble tea. Same thing, roll it out. So if you want it rounded on the, for the bricks, yeah, it's just like this. And then you cut it into small pieces and stack them up together, okay? See that? And you roll it off and you stack it up. Or if you want to have a fatter, bigger bricks in front, then you make sure it's wide, it's wider like the back. And you cut it. Then it becomes like a brick, see that? So you can have fatter bricks, you can have the skinnier ones. And now we're gonna do the base. So base, circular base, roll on the side up.
Base.
So we roll, I'm gonna roll the side up a little bit. And flatten the top slightly.
No. Why is she here? No, she's not.
You can use a hand to smoothen out the side so that the lines are smoother. If you like it smoother. If you don't mind, then the one is smoother, you can make it rougher. You can make designs with the tools you have. So this is my base for my vase. See, it's like a little dish, but it's flattened. For the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to, first 2 layers, I'm going to try to do balls, circles. So same as just now, roll them out.
Oh, nice.
And then how you did the bubble tea. You cut them into the same size, roll it into the ball, and then you go layer them into 2 layers. Okay, when you're not in use, just cover it up and fold it down.
It's locked. The doorknob is locked, so I cannot put it in.
Who is Silver? Who is Silver?
Silver.
Jessica.
Yes.
Yeah. Silver is Jessica.
Janessica is here. She's showing her table.
What's the question?
Okay, I'm going to mute all again, and then when you need to ask me questions, unmute yourself, okay? So it will not keep jumping screen.
Hey Joan, I realized that the clay, right, as I press it and all, right, it's very crumbly. I mean, there's a lot of lines on it. Is it normal, or is there something that we need to do so that it doesn't, it doesn't look like very
This one is fine. You just have to roll. You have to roll it, rub it out.
all right, okay, thank you.
Okay. So you can see the first layer of all the balls. There's a technique to this because if not, it will not stick. So using your thumb on the inside, you got to pull it up to flatten it, the inside. The inside should be flattened. You pull it up to support the holes. Pull the bottom layer up to meet the ones on top. you want, you can also use a tool to help you press it up. So the one rounded here, you can use that to pull it up too. And you don't have to use the fingers in it. Yeah, I'm using the stick to actually the tool to try to pull it up from the bottom and smoothen the entire inside. And if you think that you want the layer to be inside to be thicker, you just roll out a thin layer and then you add it inside. And then you use the tool to press it in again. See, I use the tool to actually press the inside. I pull it upwards with this to join them together, to help them link together and smoother the inside at the same time. But the outside still looks, like it's one piece by itself. It still looks individual, but inside it's actually all merged into one.
Special edition. Swing up.
I'm gonna go for my second layer. Colin, open the door and collect the food.
I'm trying to do it. I asked you not to bother me again. By the way, it's not food.
What is it? Oh, Auntie Eva must have got you bubble tea. Yeah, you can take out a green one, put in the fridge.
No, I'm going to leave it there for a while.
What I'm doing, I'm adding a layer, extra layer inside, so I can use that to cover the balls on the inside. Flattening it a little bit first. There, second layer. The inside is smooth also. I've smoothed out the inside layer and the side is just like that. Now I'm going to add on to just a ring around it. I'm going to roll it for a while first to smoothen it, and then I can start rolling it out. So I measure and see the width is about the same as the one of on my vase already. Measure. Okay, the same thickness. I'm going to go one round of it. Oh, this is not very, this is too thick. Okay. There you go. So you can layer it any way you want. Not enough, need more.
Hey John, when the clay starts to like kind of dry up a little, is there a way to make it moist again?
Add a tiny bit of water. Yeah, but that's why earlier I was saying that when you're not in use, you keep it inside.
All right, okay, thank you.
Okay.
She asked for no sugar.
That's for my art craft.
I
Kitchen.
need it for a tiny bit.
Colin, kitchen is there.
Oh.
I'm going to twist the two together this time round. Oops, and it broke here, so I'm going to put it back. And then I'm going to flatten it. So I did a twist layer. And the rest you can do whatever layer you want. Floor, please. Eat on floor when we talk about it. Colin, you decide.
Mom,
Everybody can hear you.
we both forgot to put it back the other day, but I managed to put it back in time.
It was yourself.
I said we.
I didn't. I only in charge of cutting it for you. And you're supposed to scoop up later on when it's melted.
Thank you, Auntie Jung. Bye-bye.
Bye. I know you're done with the other one.
Wait, the class is ended?
No, Einstein had already done it.
Bye.
Who is that?
Auntie June.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you know how to plant your plant already.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome.
So those two have Hey, sorry, John. Just now I walk away. You done the plan already?
No, plant is after this.
Someone did a chat message.
I cannot use a chat right now because my hand is actually dirty. So they can only talk to me. Excuse me, Colin.
Chat is out. Got it. So my friends have
Oh, you don't want to let them see you? Why?
out. Kind of out of
Why you doing me without? Why you want to get out?
what to do. I'm just
Can I see other people? Come, let's see other people. They do well. Who is this? You can see one by one. You can see this person. Who is this?
see
Nation League. Poker ni masuk. Where's the
TV. In the kitchen.
Who's this? Is that your friend?
Okay, mine is almost done. If you see small little cracks on your vase, you can just spray your hand with a little water and then just brush through it. Colin?
I'm opening the big bag.
Ouch. My hand is full of mud. Okay, I'm done with mine over here for my vase. I'm smoothing out with water right now. Okay, I'm going to clean up my hands before I start teaching you how to put your pot, set up your pot of vegetables. If you're using newspaper and mat, you don't really have to clean up because we are going to pour soil into the pots in a while.
Are we doing another activity after this?
I guess going to set up the pot so you can watch it grow for the next few days to the week, a few weeks. The last one is just a setup, and then the rest are up to yourself to look after it. Okay, tools, if it's too loose, you can just press the mat, get daddy or mommy to help you, press the metal in tighter, and then you can slot it in again. Then you get tighter. There you go.
I already stopped the video.
I thought you let them see you.
Okay, mine's tight now. So we'll start with the soil first, yeah? Soil, we're going to open it up. See this?
你要种了，你要种嘛？你要种嘛？
Where is the string? So I can pull in one shot. There. So if you cut and get the correct end, you can actually pull out in one time. Once you open, you can see the soil look like this. Okay, we're going to pour about 4/5 of it in there.
他们在种菜哦。
We pour it in. Leave some behind because we need to cover the seeds later. Hedrick, can you turn off the sound so that the screen will not keep jumping for them?
Okay.
Thank you. So, but if you have a question, you can ask me, no problem. So the soil should reach about the indent line in there. Okay, flatten with a hand. They are very dry. Okay, from there, we're going to water the plant. Water the soil, because the soil comes to dry. So you water them quite a lot until you see that it's pretty wet and damp. And sometimes you see water coming from the bottom, coming out from the bottom tray. That's what the tray is for. So if you water your plants too much, it can seep out and will not cause it to drown. When you water, just remember you water everywhere, all around, even at the sides too. The first water is always a lot more because it's already dried up. Daily watering, it will not be so much. It's just for setting up. Okay, my water's coming out, so I know I have enough. You can see my water is coming up from the bottom of my tray, so I know that there's enough water already. And I'll pour away later. So once we got this is the fertilizer. We're going to open up. Open a fertilizer. You can take your spade and then spread it across everywhere and mix it up. Yeah, you can mix it up a little bit, it's okay.
How much fertilizer do we put in?
You can put it about half is fine. Then you keep half for the next time round.
Half of that.
If you go lesser, you can put lesser.
Half a spoon or half a pack?
So half of a pack.
Yeah, you can put half or a third, depends on how much seed you're going to grow.
A third, just in case I'll have extra left over.
If you don't want to grow and grow too much this time round, you can just put a third. You're going to grow all in one shot right now, then you can put everything. You can still add the fertilizers later, so it's fine. Okay, I'm going to flatten it up again. Okay, and then we're going to take out the seeds, open up the seeds. If you are not using all the seeds, you can keep it in the fridge. Put it in a zip bag and put it in the fridge, it's fine. You can use a hand, you can use a spade, it's up to you. Since my hand is dirty already, I'm just going to use my hand. I pour some on my hand and I'm going to put it all
Can we start putting the seeds in? If we don't want to put them all in, we can just store them in the fridge.
Okay, so you're going to do.
and make sure you spread the seeds out and not clump it in one corner. And put some near to the corners as well. The reason is because if not, they'll be overcrowded.
So you don't want to be overcrowded and spread them out.
Yeah, but some of them can just grow the entire pack is fine too. It just be very abundant. That's very full of it. So once we finish this, we're going to cover it. We're going to cover with the rest of the soil for about 1 inch only. Okay?
Because you want them spread out and not a lot.
So you don't have to add all the soil. also pot some of the plants in a smaller pot if you want, or a bowl. I'm going to add about a cm to an inch.
She said we need some leftover soil.
Yep,
so that
we have some. Yes, so just get a little sprinkle on top.
So kids are afraid of using their hands, can use the tools being given. If
Come
not,
on.
So you just get a little, kind of sprinkle a little bit. You don't want to make it too deep because then
they can't grow.
Go to the water.
there you go, honey.
And when you bury it slightly under the soil, it helps to keep it damp at the same time and away from direct sun, because the seed might dry up again. So once you're done with that, you just take the spray, and this time you can use a spray and spray the top layer. You can touch it. It feels quite damp. You can see it actually. Just remember, every time, the first setup is always a lot more water. But after that, you shouldn't be drowning in water. Okay, and then you are done. You leave it where there is light. It doesn't have to be direct sun. You can put it in a living room, you can put it in a balcony. Remember to water it, don't drown it. And remember to change the water pour away the water in the tray when there's water, so you don't breed mosquitoes. So same like your sprouts, you can water them about 3 times a day. Or when you see that the water is getting the soil is getting very dry because Singapore is quite hot and warm, right? Then it can help to just water it a bit more. But just to spray so you know roughly how much.
I'm so bored, Mom.
Okay.
I'm so bored.
I'm having a class. You can go do some more work if you're bored. You can also clean the house too. I don't mind.
Can I do Tunisia? Tunisia.
Okay. Then if you're done, you're done. So when you finish harvesting it, and you can always plant the next batch again.
Done.
Bye. Tia.
Bye.
So thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. All night.
Bye bye, Cedric. Bye bye, Cedric. Hi or bye, Cedric.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye, Cedric.
I turned it off.
Okay, I'm going to turn off for everyone now. Bye, everyone.